enough if I tell you I've never read that book before in my life. I only heard the word in my mind. That word dropped, and then that revelation I shared with you as it relates to the crucifixion of Christ and the Jehovah's seals. It was a transmission I received. But that book, Jehovah's Seals, I've never read it in my life. So what does it say? Okay.
The star crystal seals were placed in preparation for the earth's ascension in this period.
So, now, yeah. Should I summarize all of that? So it's a distortion. I think you see distortion there. They said distortion too. You see the word distortion. Did you see the word distortion? So the crucifixion of Christ and the religious reverence, should I say reverence, how you revere the symbolic meaning to the crucifixion of Christ is a distortion to Christianity and what Christ really stands for. This is a personal divine transmission I received. Now, because I understand the concept of chakra, I understand the concept of energy flow within the body, I understand the concept of connection between this realm and the realm of the spirit, or the realm of the energetic realm. You know, a lot of information, a lot of transmissions has been dropping. So guys, I literally just found out about the Maharic seal. And the Maharic seal is so important for empaths, especially for people like me with special giftings, people who are sensitive to energies, who can read energies, who can interact with the energetic field, the fifth dimension. So people who obviously must have faced psychic attacks, you know, spiritual warfare and all of that. I found out about there's actually a way to protect yourself energetically. It's called the Maharic seal. And I might not necessarily teach you the procedure about that, but you could read it up. So guys, working with the angelics. Working with the angelics. It's such a very exciting topic for me because the angelic realm is a realm that I am very actively aware of. And it's such a phenomenon, you know, to be able to work with angels, understand angelic operations and functionalities as it relates to our fellowship with the spirit and God and spirituality and all of these things of that sort. So a lot of us are accustomed to just, you know, the concept and the idea of angels. Who are angels? Angels are messengers. Angels are, what should I say, they are protectors. They are mostly messengers. I think that's collectively what people think angels are, but it's way more than that. So I think I would need to shed more light on that as well. What else can I talk about? I'm just highlighting a few things that we need to talk about because I might forget about it anyway. The Christ consciousness. That's a deep one. That's a very deep one. The Christ consciousness. So intrinsic. I love it. Peace and love to you all. Possible for all Christians. If every Christian can come to that place of understanding and perfection towards our practice of spirituality, there isn't a thing that we would not do. In fact, we would even, you know, become so Christ-like that we begin to manifest his abilities. You know, Christ was a healer. You see Christians begin to heal people. Christ was a teacher. You see Christians begin to receive divine teachings. We don't need to look out for people to tell us what to do, but we know the truth within us. We are drawing from the source of all knowledge, which is God. So my intention and the reason why I bring forth my revelations and transmission is so that everyone who hears, who listens, and who is intuitively aligned to the frequency of love, you discern what I'm saying as the truth and you liken yourself to it, and hopefully you're able to achieve the things I've achieved in terms of growing spiritually. I think so. That's why I do these things anyway. So it's good to meditate, Christians. Whoever tells you meditation shouldn't be done, that person is an antichrist, because you never find Christ outward. Christ is only here inside. You need to breathe, you need to meditate, you need to be still, to be calm. Sit in meditation for hours, administer the chaos, let your mind run, let it do all the talks, all the gimmicks. Just be still. Right? So when you keep doing that, you're able to identify yourself as an energy. When we talk about Christ, what's the first thing that comes to mind? He died on the cross, right? And he was risen. But before you see him as the risen one, you saw him as the one who died on the cross. Now, when you look at that picture of him dying on the cross, his hands were pierced. And then you're subliminally activated. Your chakras are blocked because of what you have perceived. And in the spirit realm, you behold to become. What you look at is what you become. What you perceive is what you become. You reflect what you see in your mind. And now the image of Christ is someone whose chakra points were blocked, his sides were pierced, his legs were bound. Energetically, you take on that reflection and you submit to that distortion. Means you're never going to receive information from the divine. You're never going to channel divine transmissions. Now, the purpose of meditation and opening up your chakra system as a spiritual practice is to reconnect you back to that place where you can be aligned to the divine again. Christianity do not support that, but I do. So I say I'm a spiritualist, not a Christian. Christianity will take you apart from Christ, but being a spiritual person rooted in love, allowing Christ to reveal himself to you, will tell you the truth, would lead you to the truth. Now, this was the divine transmissions I received. Then I began to open up my chakra system. My energy centers are open. My energy centers are open. I can perceive things from a fifth dimensional realm, from a 4D realm, from a mundane. The distortion within the crucifixion of Christ and how we idolize it. It's a distortion. Now, we know that Christ was crucified. His palms were nailed to the cross. His sides were pierced. His feet were bound. Now, I understand that there are certain chakra points on your palms. The entire process of his crucifixion, from his carrying of the cross, beating him down, humiliating him, and what's the word? Should I say they blocked his energy centers, was meant to prove and show that human beings or humanity would never have the capacity or the remembrance or the knowledge to understand the connection between this world and the next, and how to learn it, as a journey of exploring spirituality, which Christ was about, because he was teaching us things. He shared parables. He taught how to pray. He taught us things, a lot of things. Christ was a teacher. So they needed to distort, they needed to destroy the point where he receives his informations from, and the idolization of who he represents towards other people who see him and follow him. The entirety of the crucifixion was was to tarnish what the intention was. Now, for us to continually revere Christ in our mind, the mental picture of Christ in our mind as a man hung on the cross, and then that's the person we kneel down and pray to, is to submit to the mockery and the humiliation of what he endured.